Hi everyone, I'm Chris O'Neill from Sew the Distance. Welcome to my May 2025 update of my quilting habits. So if you're new here and haven't seen these videos before, I do a monthly update of my goals that I set in January of that year. So I've done this 2 years in a row. And it's so much fun because it also gives me a place to catch up with you and to tell you what's going on in my life, all that wonderful goodness that I love to share with all of you, but really didn't have a place to do it. All of the information, of course, is on my blog, and I do share a bunch of pictures and all that stuff from the month prior and just give you a lot of little extras too along the way. Okay, so let's dig into habit number 1, which is controlling that no home zone. Now, if you remember, last month I was so overconfident, I even thought about getting rid of that goal altogether. What was I thinking? Because this month, oh my goodness, this month, it's a mess again. So I'm glad I didn't scrap that idea of getting rid of that habit, because obviously I still need to keep an eye on this and keep control over that space. Last year, I worked on my cutting table that became a dumping ground. I've controlled that, but this space is definitely becoming an issue, as you can see. So I need to really check myself on that and try to find some strategies, whether it be cleaning up every day, every week, something to get rid of that pile. Basically, I just need to put things away and just get on with it, right? Right. So because of that, I am giving myself a 0 out of 5. Now, I know you don't like it when I give myself a 0 out of 5, but as a teacher or former teacher, I know the importance of grades. And even when you have to give somebody a 0, sometimes that helps keep them motivated. So a 0 it is, because I didn't do well at this, so I deserve a 0. I'll do better next month though. My next goal number 2, is to be very intentional with my purchases. Now this month I wasn't great. Did I spend a lot? Yes. Do I have good excuses? Yes, I have good excuses. One of my excuses is I went to a yard sale and I found all this stuff. I bought all kinds of stuff at this yard sale. I got books, I got fabric, I even got a quilt top, and I spent less than $20. So I couldn't leave it there. I had to buy it, right? I had to. And it just had to come home with me. Now, I did leave a lot of the stuff. I could have bought a whole lot more, but I didn't. So I did control myself some, right? I think so. The other thing that happened is I went to Palmerton, Pennsylvania to the event called Airing of the Quilts. Next year, it's going on again. If you get a chance to go to it, it's incredible. It was so much fun, so inspiring. The quilts were all over the town, and then they had a quilt show with some vendors at the school in Palmerton. It just was a really wonderful event. And I bought some stuff. I bought a lot of stuff. I bought some stuff for videos that you'll see in future videos. Little tease. I got some patterns. Let's see, I have a file here. I got this cute little pattern. Isn't it cute? I haven't made that one yet. I got this beautiful panel that I want to play with. I love this. I also bought some black fabric for my backgrounds in my Hexie project, my scrappy Hexie project that I've been working on. And by the way, I'm up to 60 blocks done. I need 90, so I only have 30 more. I also, like I said, bought stuff for an upcoming video, a few upcoming videos actually. I bought an old quilt, which you'll see. And I got to meet the people here at Kids for Quilts. This is a nonprofit organization. It's fantastic. I'll put links to this below too. And they sell fabric, which is where I bought some of the stuff for an upcoming video. Really cool organization to support. So I'll put information, like I said, below on that. So it was very productive. Now, because I bought some stuff I really didn't need, although I have excuses, I am giving myself a 3 out of 5. I could have done better with this. I could have done better. I need to be better. And one of the strategies I could use is to bring a list of things that I actually need for projects to events like the thing in Palmerton. That would have helped me, because I could have looked at the list and been like, oh yeah, I need this, I need that, whatever. And I didn't. So that's one way that I can improve in that area. And that brings us to goal or habit number 3, and that's paring down my scraps. So I made the just one layer cake quilt, and I also made a second one that has scraps in it that coordinate. From the scraps from the layer cakes, I made these 2 little zipper pouches, and I show this in the video. I show that I started putting these together. I love how these turned out. So this was virtually no waste, this one layer cake. I had little pieces left over and I made these. I've been working on my Leaders in Ender project. Again, if you saw that video, you saw that I'm using that same block as a Leaders in Enders project. And that's by Bonnie Hunter, if you're not familiar with it. And it's where you put fabric or pieces. You're making a quilt all the time because you're using leaders into your machine and then enders as you're finishing up whatever you're sewing. And of course, my hexagon quilt, which I showed. So I am making progress with paring them down, and I definitely am going to my scraps first now where I wasn't before. I don't just go online to order fabric. I try to see what I have and go from there. So I'm giving myself a 5 out of 5 in this category. I did really well here, and I am continuing to do well. We'll see next month, though. I'm not going to get overconfident like I did on the No Home Zone. All right, and that brings me to goal number 4, which is being brave in my quilting journey. And I did really well in this too. The big thing that I did is that I joined a class to make clothing. So I am going to be making this shirt here, the one in blue. This is a class through the Crafty Gemini. I bought the kit. I have that here with the fabric. And I'm going to be making that shirt. I haven't actually started it yet, but I do have the fabric prepared. I washed it and I serged the edge. And you can see back here, I have my serger out and I'm using it a lot more too. So that's brave, right? Another thing I did that was kind of a little bit of a fail is I tried some big stitch quilting and I didn't really love it. This was on that one layer cake quilt. It wasn't for me in this project. So then I broke down and just did machine quilting, and then I thought I'd do both, but I didn't like the way that looked. So I ended up pulling out the hand quilting or the big stitch quilting, but I am gonna get back to it because it was very relaxing and fun. I might try it on a smaller project like a table runner or something just to get the hang of it. And I also probably will pick a thread that is a little less of a contrast, or has less of a contrast, I guess is what I wanna say, in it. So it blends a little bit more, especially as I get my skills better in that area. But I did try it. Anyway, I'm giving myself a 5 out of 5 in this category because of all of that, and I'm very proud of myself. And the last goal is to have better health and more movement breaks and just have a healthier quilting life. And I am doing much better. If you don't know, I've been dealing with shingles since the beginning of the year. It's been a real struggle because it was misdiagnosed and just a hot mess is what was going on. I don't want to say that I'm completely over this because I certainly am not. I have good days and I have bad days. But I am on the mend and I'm seeing slow improvements with this. It's been a struggle, but it's happening. I'm also trying to be less strict with my own life and just reduce some of the stress there. I have some stresses, of course, like everybody, who they just can't be reduced. They're not in your control, but I have other things that can be. One of the things I've been doing is spending more time with friends and family. You can see a picture here. My mom and I, we were at Hobby Lobby this month. And by the way, Hobby Lobby has their Thanksgiving or fall items out already. And they're all over the store. It's not like it's just one aisle. We could not believe it. It's only May. I mean, we haven't even hit summer yet. What the heck? But anyway, it's been good. And it's just been nice to kind of look at my life, making sure I'm journaling, make sure I'm doing my devotionals, make sure I'm doing all of that wonderful stuff that I need to keep myself healthy and happy so I can be here for you. Now I'm giving myself a 4 out of 5 in this category because I really am not exercising and I need to start exercising. One of the reasons is I haven't been feeling well, but that's really just an excuse. I need to get out and walk, and I say that every month, and I really need to do it, especially now that the weather's nicer. I think I did pretty well this month. I am looking forward to seeing how I improve even more next month. It's been a great journey for me to see this along the way. And then another thing that I'm doing, and this is totally kind of off topic, is I am planning Christmas in July events. So if you're interested or want to give me some suggestions, I'm in the planning mode right now, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Just let me know in the comments, or you can email me, or however you want, on Facebook, wherever you want to contact me. If you have any ideas, I would love to hear them. And one last thing, I know my newsletter is just gone away, hasn't it? I am going to get that out this week. I've been terrible about getting my newsletter out too. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew, and I will see you real soon.